Adding a step touch. Arms go. Bigger arms if you want. Bigger steps if you want. Good. I want you to start angling to one side. So you have a back leg and a front leg. Back leg is just tapping. Arms are going to start pumping. Knee up. Change those legs to a hamstring curl and give me a squeeze, rowing motion with those arms. Pull them back. Now we're going to change those legs again into an extension. Arms also extend. We're going back to that tap. Tap the back leg in. 3, 2, 1, knees up. 4, 3, 2. We go into a hamstring curl next with that squeeze. Extensions. Back to your tap, 2 taps only. 2 knees. Now you know what's coming. 2 curls. 2 extensions. 1 of each thing. 1 tap, 1 knee, 1 curl, 1 extension. Stay at your taps. We're going to take the tap away. We're going to double time the others. It should go knee, curl, extend, knee, curl, extend, knee, curl, extend. Last one. Back to center. Roll those shoulders, bigger arms, turn the other way. Opposite back leg and front leg. Let's bring a knee up. Turn that into a hamstring curl with that squeeze. And extend the arms and the leg. Back to that tap, just 4 this time. 2 more. Last one, knee up. 4. Last 2. Hamstring curl for 4. And extensions 4. Two taps, 2 knees, 2 curls, 2 extensions, 1 of each, 1 tap, 1 knee, 1 curl, 1 extension, tap only. All right, here we go into the threesome, but double timed. Here we go. So it's knee, curl, extend, knee, curl, extend, knee, curl, extend. One more knee, curl, extend. Woo, tap at center. Let those arms relax. Roll those shoulders again. Bring those legs in a little closer. Good. Arms are right here. We're going to start twisting, hands together, opposite arm, opposite knee. Bring those arms up and over, bring that knee across. Something a little different here, extend the leg. If that isn't likable by your body, go back to the knees or even the arms here. Otherwise, nice big kick. Good, make it a little lower, step touch. 4, 3, 2, last one. Legs go wide, hands on those thighs, shoulders out of your ears. Round and curl, extend. Round and curl, cat stretch. Extend cow, drop your left shoulder and look over your right. Drop the right, look over your left. Let's just alternate those and get those legs into it too. Good, come to center, round it up, extend it out, big deep breath in, bring it all the way up. Exhale, bring it down. All right, let's grab our chair. Weights and ball handy, please. All right, let's start with that ball up between our thighs, feet in parallel. Roll up on your toes, come down, bend your knees, and squeeze that ball as hard as you can. Now this is going to stay stable, so I want you to find a height where you feel those quads working and squeezing. Shaking would be awesome. If this is okay with you, you need a hand here, that's fine. Turn, face the chair, whatever you need. Otherwise, oh shoot, no. All right, so squeeze those weights. I thought I brought my accidentally heavier weights, but I didn't. They just feel heavy. So we're bending and extending those elbows. You're holding that ball. You're holding those heels lifted. You're sitting down in that. If you need to put your heels down, if it's too much, that's fine. Otherwise, you stay in that lower body, just stable position. And again, we're serving that platter. So arms go all the way straight at the end. Last 2. Last one, all the way straight in, straighter, straighter, straighter. Squeeze the ball at the same time as you straighten your legs. Squeeze the ball, straighten the legs. Or sorry, straighten the arms, squeeze the ball. Straighten the arms, squeeze the ball. Keep the knees bent. What is she talking about? 3, 7, 22. And relax. Woo, roll those shoulders up, back, and down. All right. We're going to bring that ball behind the left leg, right leg. You're going to bend the left leg and try and get the right knee behind it slightly. Pull those abs in and just give me a hamstring curl. Pick up the weight in your right hand, add a tiny bicep. We just worked those biceps, so this should be a little pre-fatigue. As you hamstring curl, you also bicep curl. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, here we go. We're going to slide that chair forward. We're going to keep that left knee bent. We're going to extend that right leg up in the air. We're going to bend that right elbow. We're going to press the heel to the sky, and we're going to extend into a tricep extension. Palm is facing the ground. So leave that leg up there, pause with the arm for a minute, give me a pulsing hamstring, turn the pinky to the sky and match it with your arm. Pulse, pulse, squeeze, arm straightens as you squeeze. You should feel that hamstring as well as that tricep. And bring that all up. We're taking a quick break to stretch that out. Right leg across the left thigh. Send that tailbone out. Round it. Good day, Nutmeg. and extend it again. And then we stand it up. Did you come to see what was going on? All right, we're switching sides. All right, so ball behind your left leg, and that's slightly behind your right knee, which is bent. Weight in your left hand. And we started with that hamstring curl as well as that bicep curl. So it's a small range of motion with both. Right knee stays bent. Beautiful. Now we're going to tip it forward. We're going to keep the bend in the right knee. Slide that chair forward. Get that left leg facing the sky or the heel. Push it up. And then hamstring curl pulsing. No, wait. Sorry. We're just pushing it up to start with. Palm is facing the ground. Tricep extension at the same time. Good, now we leave it up there, turn the pinky upward. We're in a hamstring curl pulse, and at the same time, press that tricep straight. And we're gonna bring that up and give that a nice stretch. So again, left leg crosses the right, tailbone extends, roll the shoulders out of your ears, round it under, and extend it again for me. Bring that down, big deep breath in. All right, we're gonna grab that ball again between our thighs. We're gonna come down, feet are in parallel, come down into kind of a little squatty position, squeeze the ball, but I want you to tip your weight back in your heels so your toes stay lifted, and you start to feel this in your quads. Again, they're gonna be doing just stability while you work the upper body. So make sure you have a good squeeze on that ball, awareness of those quads, awareness in the booty because you're leaning back. All right, palms are facing me, arms are in this L shape. I just want you to squeeze those elbows towards the sky. Good. Now turn the palms to face me and rotate the elbows up as if you're pouring something out of those dumbbells. Weight back in the heels. I'm hoping your legs are feeling this. You still squeezing the ball? Good. Hands on the thighs. Lift up for a moment. Shoulders up, back and down. We have two more versions. Back down, squeeze that ball, tighten, get into a crunchy, a tight little ball, and then shift the weight into the heels. Arms are almost straight. Arms out into a T. And then last one, arms up in a Y, and you're gonna lift your chest a little bit and shift the weight back into your booty, and you're gonna feel it a little there. Woo! Bring it up. Feet are in parallel, ball is between your thighs. Roll up on those toes. We're gonna take a pause at the top, pause at the top. We're gonna add on, if this is okay with you. If you have some shoulder issues, let's go out here and make it a smaller range of motion. Beautiful. Stay here. We're going to hold the weights right at our shoulders. You may even end up putting them on your shoulders, depends on how you feel. Lift your heels. Heels are going to stay lifted, but you're going to lift, lift, lift as if you're bouncing up and down. You might have to catch yourself every once in a while, but I want kind of a fast pace here as you lift, lift, lift. Working those ankles, believe it or not. for some stability, right? That's your feet and your ankles that are those first joints that you want to keep flexibility and stability. And relax. All right, so we're going to take a quick moment, stretch out those calves. So just step back with your left foot, point the toes straight ahead, lunge into your right knee, make sure your tailbone isn't sticking out, it's with you. Bend the left knee to take it deeper, roll up on the toes. Turn the toes out and the heel in, press your hip forward, lunge, and bend. And then toe goes in, heel goes out, press it forward, bend that knee, roll it up. Step forward, left leg, right leg back, lunge, feet are in parallel. Bend that right knee to take it a little deeper. Roll up on the toes, roll the toes out and the heel in, lunge. Bend it, roll it up, and then we're going to go toe in, heel out. Press it, bend it, and roll it up. All right. Okay, so we're going to have our chair here, and we're going to go into a very wide seated stance to start with. Actually, I don't think you're going to need your ball for this. You can park it somewhere. Toes are turned out. And then you're going to come up into a hover here. So again, stability in that lower body, right? We're going to lift the arms up, out, and down. Up, out, and down. Option to lift and lower with it. Rolling up on the toes if you want to add that on. And then see if you can shift it just a little bit. So rather than your hips going back, they stay underneath you. And that might be a little different. Now I want you to switch your arms. What? So they come forward, up, around, and back. Legs keep going. Two more. And then I want you to switch your arms again, because I always hate to end up with them rolling forward. And relax. And again, hopefully you felt that. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to sit in the chair. And we're going to bring that ball between our thighs, squeezing it. So we're going to want to keep that squeeze on the ball. Have your weights in your hand. Let's extend that right leg. Squeeze the ball in, squeeze the ball in, squeeze the ball in. Now, if you feel your thigh enough, that's all you need to do with the legs. If you needed to feel it more, you could put a weight on there, right? Ow, ow. Meanwhile, opposite arm, up to the side, up to the side, up to the side. If you don't need that weight, don't worry about it. Or now you can do both arms. This feels a little like pat your head and rub your stomach, doesn't it? Last two. Last one, hands at your side, squeeze ball, squeeze, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, mommy. All right. Sorry, I don't get to put those down, do I? Extend that left leg. Just start with the ball squeeze. If that's enough on your thigh, leave that there. You can always put the weight down if you need it. And then arms out to the side, or both arms out to the side as you squeeze, or go right here for a little change. Sit nice and tall. And relax. Weights are going to come down. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Keep that ball where it is. And then you're going to come up a little bit, and you decide how much you're coming up from that chair, right? So it might be here, you decide. And all we're going to do is squeeze the ball with the weight in our heels. Toes are lifted Chest is up, abs in, so you're not feeling this in your low back. Booty is back. Getting that inner thigh work, getting that booty work. 3, 2, all the way up. Keep that right knee bent a little. Lift that left leg, squeeze it in. Squeeze it in. So right leg stable, left leg squeezing. Good. Shift it up and over. Bend your left knee. Right leg is going to lift. And again, we're squeezing in, squeezing in, squeezing in. Beautiful. All right. We're certainly not done with our lower body, but we're coming down onto the ground. You will not need your chair, but you will still need your ball and your weights, please. All right. So as you come down, you're just coming down onto your hands and knees. Ball behind that right leg. Bring your hands and knees down. Pull your abs in. Extend your tailbone. Oh, sorry about that. Let's try that again. We are going to lift the leg to the side this time. Good. Flexing through that heel, rotating open. Right arm lifts, thumb to the sky. Sorry, left arm. Then if you want to, you can add the weight to that. You don't have to if that feels like a lot. This time, put your hands down, leave the leg up there. Look at your camera and see where the knee is. Can you get it to hip height? Can you get it even on your shin? So your foot isn't down, your knee's not down, everything is even, and then you hamstring curl. Stuff going on in there. Sorry. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, bring that down. All right, we're going to shift that over. Ball behind the left leg. Give it a nice squeeze. Rotate that leg open to the left. So we're just rotating it open. Option to lift and lower your right hand with or without the weight. Good. Hand down, lift the leg, try and get everything even, knee, heel, hip, squeeze, 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 squeeze. And bring that down. All right, we're going to do a little bit of stretching before we move on. So we're going to take the right leg in front and then walk it across to the left. Put your ball down on the right side. And as you come down, you're trying to get your right leg in about a 90-degree angle, but your foot might come back a little bit, mine does. And the ball underneath your leg or your hip so that you can sit tall in sort of a half pigeon here. You could bend forward, but if you do that, make sure that right foot doesn't pop underneath your left hip. And if you're leaning into the right, try and lean down to the left a little bit. So this should be a nice outer hip stretch, by the way. And then we're going to press up. And we're going to move that ball over to our left side. Left leg comes across, walk it across, hinge forward. Try and keep your knee at about a right angle if you can. Ball underneath that left side. Push that left foot forward as much as possible. Right leg straight back. And then just sit tall or hinge forward. All right, then go ahead and roll off that ball. We are rolling over onto our abs and we're putting the ball underneath our feet for bridge. Bring your knees together. They're going to want to gap apart. Bring your arms out to the side. Roll the ball back so your feet are underneath you. Lift those hips up in your bridge. And then you're just going to roll the ball forward and back, a little more hamstring work because, you know, geez, we haven't had enough. Just a few times. Good. Relax that down for a moment. You could hug those knees in for a second if you want. And then roll the ball over so it's underneath the left foot. Right foot on the ground. Lift up. And then maybe see if you could bring your hands up in the air. And then see if you can put your hands back down and lift your right leg up. Point towards the sky. Stay here, just stable in that left leg, or lift and lower the hip an inch at a time. And then bring that down. Woo. Roll that ball underneath your right foot. Left foot on the ground, press up, hover your hands, see how that is. If you want to go to single leg, your hands come back down, left leg extends, and then again, we lift and lower. And down. Let's give those hamstrings some love. So ball behind the left leg, straighten out the right leg, hug that left knee in towards the right, center towards the left, a couple big circles in one direction and then the other. And then grab the ball, bring that leg closer and flip the foot up. And then lay that right leg or left leg beside the right. And then we'll do the same on the right side. So we bring that knee in nice and close. We hug it over to the left, center, and right. And we'll do a couple circles in that direction. And then reverse. Good. And then bring it in, grab that ball, bring it in close, flip that heel, and maybe stretch it out. And then right leg beside the left for a moment. Take a little break here. And then let's go ahead and bring that ball between our thighs. And let's just do a single weight to start with. Right above you, deep breath in. Exhale, pull the belly button in and lift those legs tabletop. And you're going to keep that squeeze on the ball. We're going to allow the legs and the arms to go in opposite directions. So toe touch with the legs, arms overhead. Exhale, squeeze the ball, squeeze the weight. Everything to starting position. Knees above hips, hands above shoulders. Here we go again. Inhale to stretch and reach it open. Exhale, everything right above. Inhale to stretch and reach. Abs stay tight. Low back stays the same distance from the ground. And we're going to keep doing that. Reach it. And close it, reach, and close. We're going to do two more, and then we're going to hold it in the most open position. So legs and arms away from each other, squeeze the ball, squeeze the ball, squeeze the ball, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, put that weight over your shins, get a nice little stretch for the low back here. And then we're going to lift up enough that we can put that ball underneath our shoulder blades. And both weights in the left hand. All right, left arm right above you. Right hand is going to support the head, but not pull on it like that, right? So elbow stays wide. On the inhale, allow the arm and the head to come a little bit over the ball, and on the exhale, bring everything up, but don't pull on your head. My right arm is there just for support. So keep everything in parallel. Now, if you notice that you're tipping as you go up and down, find the stability to not let that happen. If your neck is bugging you, you could put your hand down your spine and your elbow up at the top of the head for a little better support. Adding on, arm goes overhead, you bend, you straighten, and you come up. So we add a little tricep extension. My pinky is facing the sky. Last two. And last one. Nice. Let everything relax. Move that ball out from under you. I know we have another side to do. Just put it back between the thighs and open the arms into a T and just take a moment and let that chest settle open. That put us in that spinal opener, or that chest opener, opening our hearts. So now we just want to settle that in for a moment before we do the other side. All right, that's your moment. So here we go again. We're going to bring that ball back between the shoulder blades again. Weights into your right hand, arms straight above you, left hand supports the head, and as our head goes back, so does our arm. Our ribs are going to pop, and then we close the ribs as we lift up. Inhale up and over, exhale, close it down. Inhale up and over, exhale, close. Glue that arm to your ear. Again, if you need more support, hand goes down the spine. And then adding on, up and over, bend, straighten, tricep extension. Up and over, bend, straighten, tricep extension. Up and over, bend, straighten, tricep extension. Beautiful. And then again, we'll just roll off that ball and relax. Excuse me. Woo. So let that heart opener settle in for a moment. Back of the neck is nice and long. All right. Let's squeeze that ball between our legs again. Bring the weights onto the palms of the hands. So we've got weight out in front of us as we're going to try to do a roll up. But I'm going to give you one option before we even start that. Try and bring your big toes together, by the way. Deep breath in. Exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground and lift the arms. If that's as far as you can go without kicking your feet out or jeopardizing any vertebral issues you have, then all I want you to do is lift your arms for a moment, stay lifted in your spine. Exhale, bring your arms down, and we all roll down together. So let's do that one more time together. Exhale to roll part of the way up. Inhale, lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Keep your abs drawn in, holding here on the inhale, and then exhaling everything down. If you want to do the roll up, same breathing, inhale to prepare, exhale to roll up, and you can roll all the way up. Inhale at the top, and then exhale rolling down. You can do what you want with your arms, but make sure you keep your hands low to the ground when you're rolling up or down, right? And if you're doing all that and you're doing the full roll up, you could move your legs away a little bit, but just notice if they're moving, squeeze on that ball. That might even help you a little bit, but it is just fine to be right here with partials. Exhaling up, inhaling to lift, hold, exhaling to come down, inhale to prepare. Exhale, roll part of the way up or all the way up, inhale at the top, exhale back down again. So you decide which one you're doing. All right. Next time you finish one lying down, go ahead and turn over onto your side. We're going to bring that ball for challenge if you want, under your arm that's under the hand of the arm that's under your head. Knees are stacked and waistline is lifted. Both weights, or a single weight if you prefer, are going to go on that top thigh, right? And then all you're going to do is hold them down with your hand, right? So I'm not lifting the weights up, I'm pushing them against my thigh. And again, that hand is on that ball, and see if you can lift the elbow, which will help you maintain that gap underneath your waist. And then we're going to lift the leg as a unit. Ankle and knee coming up to hip height at the same time. My elbow was wanting to sag. Good. Leave it there. Put the heels down. Pivot open. Good. Put the knees together. Pivot, lift both legs. Pivot open from up here with the legs up in the air, the heels up in the air. And relax. All right, with those two weights there, that clam series should have burned you out there, I hope. All right, as you come up, we're going to stay. Nope, we're going to the other side, sorry. Okay, so again, if you want that extra challenge, that ball can be under the hand of the arm that's underneath you to help keep that waistline lifted. And then those weights are on that top leg, and we're just holding them in place. Everything is stacked, waistline is lifted, and then we just lift as a unit, knee and ankle in the same line. Heels together, legs pivot open. Good. Knees stay down and together, heels lift, and we pivot open from there. And relax. Ooh. All right. Let's put those weights off to the side for a moment. Let's come over onto our abs. Hands on top of the ball. Legs long as always. Point the toes, fronts of the feet on the ground. Hands on top of the ball. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift it up. Squeeze the shoulders back to lift yourself a little higher. And then roll it down. Deep breath in. Exhale, press down. Inhale, squeeze it back. And exhale down. Exhale to press. Inhale to squeeze. Hold at the top. And down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, squeeze it. And down. One more time. Lift, squeeze, hold at the top. Back of the neck is long. And relax. We're going to take that ball now. We're going to bring it right underneath our belly button. We're going to bring the one weight in front of us and make sure our hands are at least that distance apart, maybe farther. Shoulders out of the ears. Lift up into a pre-plank by pulling your collarbone back, your chest, your ribs, and then options be on the fronts of your thighs or to tuck your toes and lift up. And then you're going to see if you can roll the ball forward and back without ever flattening that ball. Beautiful. Let's take a quick break so you can sit back in resting position. If you'd like to have that ball there for a little extra space, feel free. And then as you come forward, we're going to do one more plank, forward plank. You can do the same one that you just did. Or if you feel as if you want to try the stability, then you know that ball comes underneath either the fronts of your tops of your feet, your toes, or even your ankles, and then you lift up. And we're going to release. And we're just going to roll through cat-cow. Very nice. And then we're going to head over onto our spine. And let's use the weight for stretching. So bring that right knee in, weight behind your right knee, hug it in, and use the side of that dumbbell to pull that right leg open. Left leg, as always, can just rest to the side. And then as we drive that back through center, left leg will straighten and we'll pull that right leg in nice and close. And then bring that weight down towards your calf so you can keep the right knee close in, but press against that calf. And maybe some movement in your foot. And then straighten out that leg, lift yourself up, point the toes, and then exhale, flex as you come back down. And then we're going to bring the weight onto the outside of the right leg, right arm to the side. And just let that leg move slightly to the left with the heel pressed up to feel that stretch. So we're sickling the foot to feel that stretch on the outside of the calf, all the way down through the IT band. And then we'll go ahead and move the weight into the right hand, bend the right knee and let it drop to the left. As you come back through center, right foot goes on the ground and we open into that figure 4 stretch. Slide your left knee in and let's use the weight to push the right leg open. And then go ahead, bring that weight behind the left leg, hug it in, extend it up, point and flex and rotate. And then we'll bring that weight back into the right hand as we crisscross the legs tight. And again, let the legs drop to the left. Come on back through center, uncross the legs, give them a quick check-in. As always, I'm hoping that the right side feels a little flatter and more open. And then we'll bend that left knee. We'll bend the right knee, let it drop to the right as we drive that left leg open to the left. And then everything comes back to center, right leg straightens, flex through that heel, bring that left knee in nice and close. Flex through that heel, keep the knee close, and then move into the foot. Good, extend that leg up, point it, and then flex and bring it with you if you can. Turn the toe in, weight on the outside of that left leg, sickle the foot, outer calf, knee, IT band stretch, and then weight into your left hand, bend the left knee, let it drop right. And as you come back through center, we're going to cross that left ankle over the right. And we'll just use that weight to push that left leg open a little extra. Then we'll thread that needle and we'll hug it in. And we'll extend it up. Nope, we didn't do that on the other side, did we? Crisscross all the way, knee over knee, and then legs to the right. And then you could just roll over onto your side and come up, or you, however you want to, onto your hands and knees, please. Let's come forward in a cow and roll back in a cat. And then we'll tuck those toes and lift into a high plank, hinge back, maybe walk those feet in a little bit. Pressing out those ankles as you go. And then wide stance, hang over, bend your knees, hands on your thighs. One more cat, one more cow, weight in your heels and your booty, bring it up. Thank you. All right, sorry about the ding. And let's do our last trivia